baby, huh? Hi, welcome back to Kenny's Garage. We are getting ready for further assembly of the 258 4.2 liter Jeep inline 6. Before we go too crazy setting components, crankshaft, even pistons, that sort of thing, we want to wash the block. This came back from the shop. They've all, they've hot tanked it and blown it off with air. We want to just go through everything with soap and water a couple of times, rinse it off, blow out the oil galleys and lifter boards, etc. with water. Get everything nice and clean just in case there's any metal shavings that are left over from the boring process. That's what we plan on doing right now. Scrubbing away. I just used a little bit of dish soap with hot water. You can see it foaming up. Hopefully it'll carry away any debris that you can't see. Once we get it dry, we'll go ahead and put our coat of paint on the block so we aren't trying to do it after assembly when we have oil drips everywhere. And you can see the galleys here, the supply oil pressure to your crankshaft main bearings. Those we want to make sure we blow out really well. Well, further this. Then after we finish fit the rest of our rings, we'll make sure we put a nice coat of oil on these cylinders. We'll probably do that actually when we're done drying it off with air. Now on this side you can see coolant passages and oil passages. Bolt holes, coolant, head bolts, oil, 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 coolant, coolant. I'm going to take and use some of these bore style brushes for some of the harder to reach places, and maybe just kind of get in some of the bolt holes too. Let's start on this end. Loosen up anything that we could possibly blow out of there with compressed air later. You can see the coolant hole goes up into the head right here, and right over here is where it's in the water pump. The shops really do do a great job of cleaning these blocks. This one was from Gun Automotive, but let's just be real here. If they took the time and cleaned it as well as you could do at home, it'd probably cost twice as much to get it done. So just take care to do it right when you get home. Okay, so we've got it all scrubbed down with soap and water and rinsed it off. We're just going to blow the air out of everything. Turn it around, blow air. This is a fun way to find out the passage of your oil. Just put compressed air in your galleys and feel around and see where it's coming from. It gives you an idea of how it runs through the cam bearings and over to the crank and up to the head. This is your oil pickup port. Comes over here to where your filter is. So your pump will sit here. All these little ones are actually coolant right here. You can hear it all coming out of the water pump mount. Are we all finished? We washed it, we rinsed it, blew it off with air. That's still a little wet, but is that okay? No, it's not. You know why? Because we have to do it all over again. That's right, make sure you wash everything twice. We're starting all over again right now. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil in the cylinders until we get to assembly. You can see how fast everything will begin to oxidize. It's okay, just clean it up. Put some oil. Before we assemble, we'll rub it down again. As many times as it takes to come up clean before we assemble it, that's what we're gonna do. Make sure we blow out the oil galleys really well. We need compressed air to do that, however.